Yoga. First chapter of Bhagavad Gita is called as Arjuna Vishad Yoga. Second chapter of Bhagavad Gita is called Sankhya Yoga. Third chapter of Bhagavad Gita is called Karma Yoga. Fourth chapter is Jnana Yoga. Fifth chapter is Karma Yoga in Krishna consciousness, which is called as Nishkam Karma Yoga. Sixth chapter of Bhagavad Gita is called Dhyana Yoga. Seventh chapter of Bhagavad Gita is called Vibhuti Yoga. Like that. So Bhagavad Gita has different yoga system. It's like a yoga book. If you want to learn about yoga, then there is only one book which can tell you about all the different types of yoga. Now, for your summary, I have put here 18 chapters. They can be divided into three different segments. First six chapters, predominantly, even though there is a Sankhya Yoga description, Lord Krishna explains mainly about Karma Yoga. In the middle six chapters, which is from chapter number 7 to 12, Lord Krishna explains about Bhakti Yoga. And last six chapters, Lord Krishna explains about Jnana Yoga. So what is the common word here among all? Yoga. So what is yoga means? In English they call yoga. In Sanskrit we call yoga. So what is the meaning of word yoga or yoga? Anybody wants to participate? Our online friends also can participate. You can type in your chat box if you like. Okay, what is the meaning of the word yoga? Yoga means? Union. Unite. Yoga is derived from a Sanskrit root which is called yuj. Yuj means to unite or to connect or to get connected in the harmony. That is called yoga. Now, generally, the people understand yoga as we have International Yoga Day, right? It's coming soon now. So, generally, people do physical exercise, which is called as asanas. Asana is one of the limb of yoga. There are 8 limbs of yoga, which is called Ashtanga Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga. What are the 8 limbs? Who can help me? 8 limbs of yoga is Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. Correct. Very nice. Big round of applause to Prabhuji. Yeah. He's a yoga teacher. He has to know it. He's a yoga teacher. He makes money from yoga. So he has to know. Otherwise, he will fail in his yoga classes. So there are 8 limbs of yoga: Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayam, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi. Samadhi is the ultimate. What is Samadhi means? That when you follow all the 7 limbs, then the Samadhi is the final peak of yoga. And Samadhi means that you are connecting body, mind, soul, Atma with Paramatma. So our existence have different entities. Our body, Sharira, then we have Man, then we have Buddhi, and then we have Atma, and then we have Paramatma. So all of us are dissociated, means we are separated from each other. Body wants something, mind wants something else, intelligence tells you to do something else, and Atma wants something else, and the Paramatma wants something else. So everything is different now. So that is why we are disunited. Can there be harmony in a family where everybody is on a different page? Can there be harmony? Everybody has to be together. Then the harmony is there, right? So similarly, in our body, mind, buddhi, atma, everybody has to be with Paramatma. Then only there can be harmony. So that is why yoga process through yama, niyama, asana. Yama means certain rules and regulations to be followed. Niyama means certain rules and regulations not to be followed. Certain things not to be done. Then pranayama, pratyahara. Pratyahara means things to avoid. Then pranayama means controlling your breathing. So you see, gradually through yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, we are controlling our body. Right? Like say one of the niyam, yama is to get up early in the morning, right? So that is because then you control your inertia of the body. Then one of the niyam is not to smoke, not to drink, not to gamble, not to cheat anybody. So these are all niyamas. So slowly control our body, controlling your indriya, senses. Then you pranayam. So first you do yama, niyama, then you do pranayama. Pranayama means you control your breathing exercises. Then you do dhyana, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. Dharana is focusing for short period of time. What is different between dharana and dhyana? Dharana is focus for on one particular item or object for 13 seconds. How many seconds? 13 seconds. Like say there is a sound vibration, say Om. So you focus on the Om for 13 seconds. And then your concentration increases, then 13 times 13. You can focus for that, that becomes dhyana. So once you dharana, then longer interval is dhyana. And then when you can do that dhyana for 24 by 7, that becomes samadhi. So that's very extended phase. But that is all possible when you start controlling your bodily parts, your mind, your intelligence, your breathing, and then you reach to the ultimate stage of samadhi, right? So in this way, Lord Krishna explains about different yoga. Then at the end of the 6th chapter, Lord Krishna explains to Arjuna which is the best of all the yogas. We have different types of yogas. Now you would like to know which is the best of all yogas, right? So one who follows karma yoga is called as karma yogi. One who follows bhakti yoga is called bhakti yogi or bhakta. One who follows jnana yoga is called jnana yogi. So Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. If you like, you can sit on the chair as well if they are comfortable on the chair. Okay. Is that okay? You can come forward also. You can bring them forward also. Yeah. Okay, comfortable, that's okay. So, who is the best among all the yogis? Among the different types of yogas, who is the best of all the yogis? So, Yogi Lord Krishna says here, 6th chapter, 42nd slok, 47th shloka, Lord Krishna says, can you all repeat after me? Yoginam api sarvesham madgatenteratmana shraddhavan bhajate yo mam समे युक्ता तमो मतः. Prabhuji, can you read for all of us?
And of all yogis, the one with great faith who always abides in me, thinks of me within himself, and performs my bhakti. He is the most intimately united with me in yoga and is the highest of all. That is my opinion.
Lord Krishna is saying to Arjuna that there are different types of yogis. You know, some people who do jhati yoga, some you ashtanga yoga. There are some people do dhyana yoga. Some people do different types of yogas. You know, nowadays there are so many types. Hot yoga also exists, which is not described anywhere in the scripture, but there is a hot yoga. What is hot yoga, Prabhu? There is a yoga called hot yoga, and there is a yoga called dog yoga. Have you heard about dog yoga? No. And there is a laughter yoga, and there are different types of yogas. But all those are not actually yogas. There's a marketing in the name of yoga. That's allowed, huh? Because you can make some business out of it, so people can do. But Lord Krishna says, among all yogis, one who performs my bhakti is all the best of all. Huh? So have you heard the word bhakti? How many of you have heard the word bhakti? Yeah. So let's see. And then all of you have heard the word karma. Huh? All of you have heard. So let's see. What is karma? Can you hear? Okay. So I will go back and now you can't see anything. Okay, I'm just kidding. Okay, let's see. What is karma? What is karma? Okay, here you don't see now. What is karma? Any kind of action, yes, yes. And our online friends also can participate. What is karma? Anybody else want to say what is karma? Karma, or they so called
The
karma.
sum of person's action.
Karma. Okay, what is karma and what is bhakti? What is difference between karma and bhakti? What is karma? Yes.
Bhakti is for like we do work for God.
Uh-huh.
Like we perform spiritual things for God. We perform bhajans and these all things come under bhakti.
Mm-hmm.
And when we are doing karma, we are doing work for ourselves.
Ah, very nice, very nice. So here, she's absolutely correct. Big round of applause to her. She is absolutely correct. The difference between the karma and the bhakti is that karma is when you do activities for yourself, it is called karma.
You were the one told me the first time I came. You
Oh,
were the
really?
one
Oh,
just
my
signing
God.
it. So that's why I
You're
remember.
very sharp, very sharp. Oh, thank you so much. And then what bhakti is what you do for Krishna. So karma also you do seva, right? Like all of you, some of like I work at the hospital, so I do serve the patients. Then some of you work at the university, you serve the students. Then some of you work at the different businesses, you serve the customers, right? So karma also there is a seva involved. Like a mother is serving the family, right? A father is serving the family. A prime minister is serving the whole nation. A president is serving the nation. Everybody is doing a seva, right? And bhakti, it also is seva. But what is the difference between this seva? That bhakti is the seva by keeping God in the center. Krishna is the center, right? So bhakti is transcribed as in Nectar of Devotion. Bhakti is called as devotional service. Some people understand bhakti as a meditation. Some people say that bhakti is not for young people because bhakti you do when you become old. बोलते हैं, बूढ़ा होएगा तो मंदिर जाएंगे, है ना? You don't want to do bhakti when you are young. But when you're old, your eyes are not working, your ears are not working, your back is not able to keep you straight. Can you do bhakti when you are in pain? It's very difficult if you are not used to doing bhakti. So that is why you can do service when you are young. So bhakti means devotional service. Now, why do we work hard? Why do you all work hard? When you go to karma, karma is work. It's a seva. Why do we work? To get some money. What do you do with money? You get some happiness, right? Absolutely right. We all are working hard, so we want to be happy. We want to enjoy pleasure, something right out of it. So, what is the motivation for all of us to work? Is the happiness, right? We all get some sort of a mellow, some sort of happiness which makes us to get up early in the morning every day and we go to work. If somebody stops giving you money, will you go to work? Probably nobody will go to work, right? Because the motivation is that strength or the force or the impulse which forces us to go is it is that rasa. And what is that rasa? Hare Krishna Betu, please come, have a seat, have a seat. How are you? Have a seat, have a seat. So what is that rasa which takes us to do work every day? Like to get up early in the morning, you go to the school, right? Going to the school is not easy, right? You don't want to get up, but still you have to get up and run to the catch the bus. So what is that rasa? So you have a rasa. Rasa means the force, the impulse which forces you to go there. And that rasa is the enjoyment or the pleasure, right? So this book is called Bhakti Rasa. Huh? So rasa means the mellow. Now, Bhakti Rasa, and when you do work, you also get enjoyment of money, right? So what is the difference between the enjoyment derived out of karma and enjoyment derived out of bhakti? What is the difference? भक्ति करने से भी आनंद मिलता है और कर्म से भी आनंद मिलता है, तो फर्क क्या है?
स्पिरिचुअल हैप्पीनेस मिलती है
हाँ हाँ.
और जब हम karma से करते हैं तो it's like materialistic happiness.
So what is the difference between the spiritual happiness and the material happiness?
That is for long time. Spiritual happiness is for long time, but the karma happiness is for short time.
Very nice, very nice. Anybody else?
मटेरियलिस्टिक होती है तो एक्सटर्नल होती है वो, और वो इंटरनल होती है जो भक्ति होती है,
Very nice. Any analogies you want to explain with, like, so everybody can understand what you mean? Or like, say, you get short term, you said spiritual.
Happiness of the soul.
Ah,
That is more permanent.
uh-huh.
Materialism is for fulfillment of the bodily desires.
Very
That is
nice.
short term.
Very nice. Yes, Prabhuji.
So regular happiness is like an ice cream cone, and it goes away when you eat it.
Ah, very nice.
Spiritual happiness is it stays forever and never goes away. You keep
Very
eating
nice,
it.
very nice, very nice. Analogy is given. Like ice cream or pizza or samosa, it lasts only for as long as the food is in your mouth, right? And as soon as the food is finished, then your rasa means the nectar is gone. Huh? So as soon as the food is finished or the material happiness is temporary, right? While the spiritual or the now what does permanent means? Like bhakti is permanent, they say. What is the permanent happiness? What do you mean by it? Or it's a long lasting. What do you mean by it? What do you mean by permanent or long lasting? Do you want to say something?
Yeah,
Yeah? What is it?
it doesn't go away.
Yes, but why bhakti doesn't go away? How does it not go away?
I don't know.
You don't know? That's good answer. She is very smart, I tell you. Yes. Okay, so the bhakti is permanent in the sense that whatever bhakti you do in this life, it is not destroyed. In this life, if you perform bhakti 10%, next life you begin with 11%. Bhakti is everlasting because it is an activity of soul and soul is permanent. So the soul transmigrates from one body to another, the bhakti comes with you. That is why some of us are naturally inclined for devotional service because we have done some bhakti in the past. Like, little kids like her, they are inclined for the bhakti right from the young age. Some of the kids we have to a Bhagavad Gita class and kids come, they have something from the previous life. It comes with them. So bhakti is permanent in the sense that it comes with you life after life. Like say you are a doctor in this life, will the degree come with you in the next life? Yes or no? No, it doesn't come with you. Huh? While if you are a millionaire, if you spend all your life in making money, built money, and then all of a sudden there is a break. Break means you get a heart attack, you get a stroke, you get a paralysis. Then what happens? All the things gone, zero, huh? Because all the money you accumulated destroyed. But if you have done little bhakti during that time, that bhakti will come with you and take you to the next life. That is why Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita here, this is a shloka here in Bhagavad Gita. Can you all repeat after me, please? Hmm? नेहाभिक्रम नास्तोस्ति प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते स्वल्पमपि अस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात्. Ryan Prabhu, can you read loudly for us?
In this endeavor, there is no loss or
Diminution.
and a little advancement on this path can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear.
So Lord Krishna is saying, na iha abhikrama na nastosti. Nast, na asta. Asta means finish. Nast. So it will never destroy it, never. Little progress on the path of bhakti, neha abhikrama. So in this endeavor, if you little progress you do, pratyavayo na vidyate. Pratyavayo means it will never be diminished. Swalpam apayasya dharmasya. Swalpa. Alpa means very little. Even you do little bhakti. See, some of you can be spending like 5 minutes a day for bhakti. Some of you can be spending 10 minutes a day for bhakti. Some of you might be spending 2 hours a day for bhakti. Whatever you spend, you do, it will continue forever. It will. So, it will be never be destroyed, right? While So you did 1 hour bhakti and 23 hours other karma, then 23 hours are destroyed. 1 hour is the utility. So that is the power of bhakti. So bhakti is eternal. Lord Krishna says, and it saves you from trayate mahato bhayat. Bhayat means danger. So trayato mahato bhayat, which means that if you do bhakti, it saves you from most severe type of danger. And what is that danger? When we die, there is a chance that we may not get human body again. You know, we all have got this human body after passing through how many types of species? 8,400,000, 84 laksha yoni. So we have gone through many, many life cycles, and then finally we got this human form of birth. Human form of birth is very rarely achieved actually. Huh? So to get birth as a human is the highest form of evolution. Uh, Animals, they cannot have same independence as human. Is that correct? We have lot more independence. We can control the temperatures. Can animal control the temperature? We have perfectly 23 degrees centigrade. The animals are freezing outside. So we have higher control on ourselves than animals. So can we be living the life as animals? Yes or no? No, human life is for control. Is that right? Because we can control the temperature, we can control the light, we can control the food, we can control our health. If we fall sick, where do we go? We can go to a doctor, but an animal falls sick in the forest, has no doctor. So we can control so many things. So one of the things we can control is our thinking habits, our lifestyle we can control. We can't live like animals. So what is living like animals means? आहार निद्रा भय मैथुनंच सामान्यता पशुभि सवानाम. So just spending all the time in eating, sleeping, mating, fighting, again the same thing. That is as good as animals. Dharme hi eka adhiko vishesho. With the dharma is the one which separates human from. What is dharma means? Dharma means control. We can control our senses. I can control how much I want to eat. If I decide I want to eat only one roti, I can decide. But if I keep on eating all the time just like an animal, or spend all the time like animal, that is as good as animal, right? So if you do bhakti, then Lord Krishna says that it will give you a human birth for sure in next life. That is guaranteed, right? And what happens when you do bhakti? What happens you do bhakti? What is the result of bhakti? We talked about it yesterday. Some of our friends were there yesterday. What is the result of bhakti? There is one nice story here. This is a little story of a boy. Vrisha, what is that boy's name? Dhruva, very nice. Big round of applause to Vrisha. So Dhruva was little boy and his mother stopped him from going to his father, his stepmother actually. His stepmother stopped going him to his father. His father's name was Uttanpad. And he wanted to play with his father, but stepmother said that you cannot play with your father because you're not born from my womb. So this little boy Dhruva went to his mother Suniti and said, my stepmother is stopping me from playing to my father and saying that if I would have born from her womb, then I would be lucky. So how can I change my fortune? He said, you cannot change it. So then who can do it? So he said, only Lord Vishnu can do it. So he said, how do I get Vishnu? So mother says that Lord Vishnu, I have heard that all the sages, they go to the forest and they do bhakti and they get Lord Vishnu. So this boy, little boy, gets up early in the morning and starts walking in the forest. He's just like 5 years old boy. He doesn't know what is bhakti, but he starts going in the jungle, deep, deep in the jungle, and he meets a sage. His name is Narada Muni. And Narada Muni stops him and says, hey, little boy, where are you going? He says, I'm going in the jungle. Why? I'm going to find Lord Vishnu by doing bhakti. So Narad Muni says, oh, this is the age where little boys play in the backyard. You don't go to the jungle and do bhakti. So this little boy was so much determined that he tells Narada that do not waste my time. What did he say? If you can guide me how to do bhakti, please talk to me, otherwise stop talking to me. I am going further. So seeing his determination of this little boy, Narada gives him a mantra. What mantra did Narada give? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So he said, you chant this mantra, Vishnu will come to you. And this little boy was so much determined that in first month, he used to eat only once a day and chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Second month, he was chanting all the time, eating every alternate day, only once. Third month, he kept on chanting. He stopped eating all the food, only eating leaves, that also occasionally. Fourth month, he stopped eating the leaves also, just water. Fifth month, he stopped even drinking water, just on air. And on the sixth month, when he chanted like this, Lord Vishnu came himself. And he said, that little boy, what do you want? Why are you doing such a severe tapasya, bhakti? So he said that actually I did bhakti. My purpose was that my stepmother stopped me from going to my father's lap and playing with him. So I wanted blessing from you so that I can enjoy my father's blessings. But seeing you, I do not want anything else. You are so beautiful that I don't want anything else. So Lord Vishnu was so much pleased with Dhruva that he gave him a planet which is called as Dhruva Loka, because a polar star. You see the polar star? He said that Dhruva Tara, which will be always in the north, and you reside there forever. And that polar star is such a star that when everything goes dark, still the polar star is always there. It has its own lightness. Dhruva Loka is not in the material world, actually is part of the spiritual world. So when the whole universe is destroyed, Dhruva Loka is not destroyed because it's eternal. So that is the story of Maharaj Dhruva, and that is the story of Srila Prabhupada. There is a big picture here. Srila Prabhupada came to America in 1960 from India with just 40 rupees in his pocket, which was equal to $7. And he knew only one person in America. Srila Prabhupada took sannyas. Sannyas means you renounce everything, you give up everything, and you go to the temple and spend your time for bhakti. Srila Prabhupada's Guru Maharaj, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, had told him that you should go to Western countries and spread the message of Bhagavad Gita. Right? So Srila Prabhupada came to America with just $7 or 40 rupees at that time, and copies of Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita with him, and he came to America. He knew only one person, and that person also did not support him to the greatest extent. Srila Prabhupada had to leave with the drug addicts because he had nowhere to go. Nobody was there to support him, and he had no money to stay. So he stayed in an area where the slum area, where the drug addicts used to stay. And one night, one drug addict came with a knife to kill him, and he ran away from that place. And he was on the street. Nobody is there to help Srila Prabhupada. He went to the garden. In New York, there is a garden, Tompkins Square Park. If you go there, there's a tree which is labeled as Hare Krishna tree, where Srila Prabhupada sat. He had nobody to help. So Srila Prabhupada had only one wealth with him, that was bhakti. And long story short, next 14 years, Srila Prabhupada ji established 108 temples across the globe. How many? Each temple worth of more than $1 million. or more than that actually. Now the currency value has gone up, property values have gone up. So 108 temples in Canada, America, Australia, New Zealand, Russia, Africa, and of course in India. Uh, If you go to India, there is a big, huge temple in Vrindavan. There is a big, huge temple in Mayapur. There are temples across many cities. In Bombay, there is a huge temple in Juhu Chowpatty. Each temple is worth of billions of dollars. How many dollars? Billions. You just even can't count. Prabhupada won't be knowing how much worth temples are. So you see the bhakti. I give you one example of Dhruva, which is in Sati Yuga, and one of Kali Yuga of Srila Prabhupada. Ah. Now, is there any business which gives you trillion times return? You just invest 40 rupees, $7, and you get 108 buildings across the globe. Any business like that? Srila Prabhupada was not doing business. He was doing bhakti. When you do bhakti, Krishna lifts you. When you do bhakti, Krishna takes the steps. अगर आप एक कदम लेते हैं तो भगवान कितने कदम लेते हैं? 1000. In material world, when you do karma, you get salary equal to your working hours, right? If you work 1 hour, you get salary of 1 hour. They don't give you salary of 2 hours, right? But in bhakti, if you spend 1 hour for Krishna, Krishna will take 1,000 hours of salary to you. He will give you everything. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that yoga kshemam vahamyaham, which means that if you surrender to me, I will look after everything. You don't have to worry about. Shri Shri Gaurnita ki jai, Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki jai, Shri Shri Radha Brajvatsal ki jai, Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So bhakti is for the people who are intelligent. There are two types of workers. One is hard worker and one is smart worker. What is the difference between the hard worker and the smart worker? Hard work works only hard. Donkey also work very hard. But donkey doesn't get as much return as he works. He just get a grass. But grass is free of cost. Why does donkey work? If donkey doesn't work, and still he can get a grass by the bank of river, right? But still he works, thinking that he will get a better grass. But he gets only grass. But the smart worker, he works less, gets bored. So bhakti is for the people who are smart worker, and karma is for those who are hard workers. So you have to decide what type of person you are. What type of person you want to be, hard or smart? Smart? Are you sure? Both? You want to be donkey and dog both? That's not possible. You can be either donkey or a human. That's it. You can't be both. What type of worker you want to be? Smart or hard?
I think work smart also, but even harder. Keep on working hard.
So if you work smart, then all the work will bring lots of things. Smart work means that you spend whatever time for Krishna, Krishna will look after you. Guaranteed. Guaranteed, 110% guaranteed. There is no way Krishna will let you disappointed. This is my experience. This is experience of hundreds and thousands of people. Uh, in the life, there is never a shortage in my life at least. I've never worried about anything because Krishna supplies whatever you want. If you want it for Krishna, Krishna will give you. If you want for yourself, then you will have to work hard. Ravana, what is the difference between Ravana and Hanuman? Who will tell me? Hanuman also remembering Lord Rama and Ravana also remembering Lord Rama. What is the difference?
Way of thinking.
Ravana also remembering Lord Rama every minute and Hanuman also remembering Rama every minute. What is the difference? What is the difference? Kansa remembering Lord Krishna every second. What is the difference? And Gopi is remembering Krishna every second. What is the difference? What is the difference?
For devotee of Lord Rama,
Uh huh.
a loving relationship.
Ah.
And Ravana was remembering Rama out of fear.
Ah. So remembrance is there, but difference is the bhava. What is your bhava? Is that right? So if you are working hard, as he said, you want to work hard also. Hanumanji also worked hard. Hanumanji went to bring the Sanjeevani, and when he came back, what did he got? He got the whole mountain actually. He worked very hard actually. He was told to bring Sanjeevani, but he worked and built the whole mountain actually. What was the easier thing to do? Bring the Sanjeevani. But he said, I don't know what is Sanjeevani. Everything looks green now. What do I do? So he had excuse. What excuse Hanumanji had? He could have told to Lord Rama, I'm sorry, I am not knowledgeable about the medicine, so I didn't come with any. So he said, no, I will not disappoint my Lord. So he was smart as well as hardworking. But only hard work will not count, right? So Srila Prabhupada also worked hard, but for Krishna. Hanumanji also worked hard, but for Krishna. So as long as you work for Krishna, then Krishna will look after you. If you work for yourself, then it is your job. कृष्ण से इज दैट अगर आप मेरे नाम में क्या कहते हैं भगवान अगर आप मेरे नाम में तो कृष्ण आपके काम में क्या कहते हैं भगवान अगर आप मेरे नाम में तो मैं आपके काम में अगर आप अपने काम में तो मैं अपने धाम में इफ यू हैव नो टाइम फॉर कृष्ण देन कृष्ण हैज सो मेनी थिंग्स टू डू ही हैज नो टाइम फॉर अगर आपको भगवान के लिए समय नहीं है तो भगवान को आपके लिए समय इफ यू हैव नो टाइम फॉर कृष्णा देन डज कृष्णा हैव टाइम फॉर यू इज कृष्णा बिजियर और यू आर बिजी यू आर जस्ट लुकिंग आफ्टर योर सेल्फ कृष्णा इज लुकिंग आफ्टर द होल यूनिवर्स सो इज मोर बिजी सो अगर आप कहेंगे कि इफ आई एम वेरी बिजी आई हैव नो टाइम फॉर चैंटिंग कृष्णा's नेम देन कृष्णा सेज ओके do whatever you like what can you say right some people you ask them that you want to chant Krishna's name oh I'm sorry I'm very busy do you want to read Bhagavad Gita what is the answer samay nahi hai no time we have time for watching WhatsApp we have time for Facebook but we have no time for chanting Krishna's name right some people do chant like this they do and in India, when there are temples, on the road, when they are driving, then they will stop for a few seconds, लगाएंगे break, ऐसे ऐसे करेंगे. Have you seen people doing that? चले जाते हैं आगे. So, if you have that much time for Krishna, then Krishna has no time for you. It's just ये यथामाम प्रपद्यते ताम तथैव भजाम्यहम. As much as you love Krishna, Krishna will reciprocate million times more. As I give you the example of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada came to America in 1960s when he was more than 65 years of age. He was old man. He was retired. On the way when he came from India to America, he got two massive heart attacks in a boat. He didn't have money to buy plane tickets, so he had to come by boat. And the boat, he got two heart attacks. Somehow he survived. After coming to America, he had a struggle. But Lord Krishna, seeing his sincerity, he blessed him and gifted him with thousands and thousands of disciples. More than 10,000 disciples Srila Prabhupada had. Prabhupada translated all these Vedic books. Bhagavad Gita, how many shlokas? 700 shlokas. Srimad Bhagavatam, how many shlokas? 18,000 shlokas. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Upanishads, Puranas, Itihas, everything translated from Sanskrit to English by Srila Prabhupada. established temples, huge, huge temples. This was all possible because of bhakti. Bhakti, only bhakti can do. Otherwise, old man, how can he do? Old man single-handedly cannot even run a house. Forget about establishing temples. So that is the power of bhakti. Bhakti is a magical booster dose. Uh, If you are working hard, if you inject bhakti, your power becomes million times more. That is the power of bhakti. So this bhakti is those for those who really want to be happy. Bhakti is for those who are smart. Bhakti for those who are intelligent. Bhakti wants to work less, achieve more. How many of you want to do that? Work less, get more. सबको काम कम पैसा ज़्यादा. Everybody wants more. Actually, you can go to Krishna for anything. Dhruva went to Krishna for getting material gains, and he got Krishna Loka, Dhruva Loka, sorry. Hanumanji served Lord Ramachandra ji for what? What did Hanumanji's motive to serve Lord Rama? Why did Hanumanji work so hard for Rama? What was his purpose? It is called prema. Prema means love. A mother works hard for the child. What does mother get? Why mother works hard for the child? She cleans the diapers. She's awake all night. She does not sleep when you are sick. Huh? Why does mother work so hard? Because of the prema. So that prema is bhakti. Bhakti means the service out of love without any expectation. That is called as bhakti. So there are various types of bhakti. Some people do bhakti with motivation. I will go to Krishna. I want this. I want that. It's not bad, I'm saying. It is not bad. You can go to Krishna for anything. And some do bhakti out of love. So one who does bhakti out of love without any expectation. Hare Krishna, I am here just to take your darshan. That's it. I am taking your name just because I love you. I remember you because I love you. That is called as Shuddha Bhakti. And there is called as mixed bhakti, Vishuddha Bhakti, which is called as motivation. There is nothing wrong in coming to Krishna. Krishna is our Father. So you can come and ask anything to Krishna. But Shuddha Bhakti is very powerful. And in this nectar of instruction, this is a science of bhakti in which Rupa Goswami tells us how we can do Shuddha Bhakti. Because with motivation, everybody can serve. But without motivation, how many people can serve? That is very important. So here Rupa Goswami says, Anya vilashita shunyam jnana karma dhyanavrutam anukulyena krishnanushilanam kevalam bhaktiruttama. So uttama bhakti means what is the best type of bhakti? So favorably offered to Krishna, that is free from any type of what is written? Selfish personal motives or desires, right? So when you do Shuddha Bhakti, which means that you are coming to Krishna, but you have no material objectives. Hanumanji, Bhakti out of love. Radharani, Bhakti out of love and devotion. So when you love and serve when you serve out of love, that is called as Uttama Bhakti. You know, when you love somebody, when you say, I love you, but I cannot do anything for you, what is that love? I love you, but I'm sorry, I can't do anything for you. What is that love? It's bogus. Or also called as lust. You know, lust? Lust is when the work is done, finished, you don't have any selfishness. You know? While the service without love, what is that called as? You serve, but you are not having any love for your service. What is that called as? The customer service you get at Walmart, right? There is service but no love. When you go to restaurant, they also serve you, and your mother also serves you the food. What is the difference? When the mother serves the food, there is love, right? The waiter serving you, he has a motivation, you might give him a tip. There's a difference, right? So that is called as Uttama Bhakti. When you serve Krishna out of some expectation, then that is not Shuddha Bhakti, that is Ashuddha Bhakti. So we want to please Krishna. And how can you do bhakti then? भगवान की भक्ति कैसे की जाती है? चलिए. How to do bhakti? So Lord Krishna explains in Bhagavad Gita 9th chapter 26th shloka. Here is the shloka on the screen. Can you all repeat after me please? Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhakta prayachati tad aham bhakti uparatam asnami prayatatmana. So Bhagavan Krishna is giving you the direction how to do bhakti. So bhakti means, what did I say? What is bhakti means? Devotional service, which is service with love, right? So Lord Krishna is saying that you can serve me by offering seva. And what type of seva Krishna wants? So he says you don't have to offer me $1,000,000. You don't have to offer me anything. Krishna doesn't want your money. Krishna doesn't want anything. What he says? Patram pushpam phalam toyam. Patra means leaf. What type of leaf? Tulsi leaf. Then pushpa means flower. Phala means, toyam means water. Anything expensive which a student can't afford? All of you are students, right? Some of you can't afford, say, bringing sweets. Can you bring one apple? Can you afford one apple? If not apple, water. If not water, one leaf from the garden. If not one flower, can you offer? So that is called as bhakti. तो जब आप भगवान को मिलने को आते हैं तो क्या करना चाहिए? तो भगवान यहाँ पे कहते हैं कि एक पत्र लाना चाहिए, एक पुष्प लाओ, एक फूल लाओ, एक फ्रूट लाओ, या सिर्फ पानी भी लेके आओ चलेगा. लेकिन कैसे लाओ? प्रेम से. ऐसा नहीं कि मैं बोल रहा हूँ करके लाओ. तो फिर कुछ लोग कहते हैं कि इफ आई गेट दिस आई विल ऑफर 11 नारियल्स. 11 नारियल लगाएंगे अगर मैं एग्जाम में पास हो गया तो. देखिए हमारे यहाँ कुछ भक्त लोग आते हैं, कार लेके आते हैं, नई नई कार खरीदते हैं. बहुत लोग भक्त लोग, तो सब लोग आजकल कार मंदिर में पूजा करने के लिए आते हैं. बहुत अच्छी बात है. एवरीबडी ब्रिंग्स अ न्यू कार एंड दे ब्रिंग अ नारियल, एंड देन वी ब्रेक वन नारियल टू whom? To the car. Oh my God. So Krishna is saying that you do whatever you want to do. You can break nariyal to car also, but remember Krishna at that time. So you can offer anything to Krishna. So Bhagavan ko offering is very important. Why offering is required? Because has to be exchange, right? When I come to your home, you offer me water, you offer me fruits, you offer me something. Or if you have nothing else to offer, what can you offer? You can offer some nice words of appreciation, right? So when you come to see Krishna, what you have to do? Offer something. There has to be an exchange offer. You give something, you give one, Krishna will not keep one. He will multiply million and give you back. He doesn't want to keep anything. As I give you the example of Dhruva, I give you example of Srila Prabhupada. And I have also my experience. If you give something to Krishna, Krishna doesn't want. He's not a beggar. He is just testing how much devotion you have for him. भगवान कृष्ण कैसे हैं? योगक्षेमम वहाम्यहम. Whatever you give, Krishna will multiply it and give it back to you. So Lord Krishna is saying that you offer him with love and devotion a leaf, a water, flower, or a fruit. You don't have to be a millionaire. Can we all do that? You can do it at your home also. If you all of you have Krishna picture at home, भगवान का photo है, you can offer a lamp also, a ghee lamp. You can do so many offerings. Then Lord Krishna says, Yat karoshi yad ashnashi yad juosi dadashi yad tapashyasi kaunteya tat kurushva madarpanam. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, whatever austerities you perform, do that as an offering to. This is called bhakti. So Lord Krishna explains in Bhagavad Gita how to do bhakti. Why should we do bhakti? Bhakti is for the smart people, for the intelligent people. What is the benefit of doing bhakti? The returns are multiple times. That is material things. But it is eternal. Whatever the benefit you get out of bhakti is eternal. अगर इस जीवन में आपने 1% भी भक्ति की तो अगले जीवन में कहाँ से चालू हो जाएगा? 2% से. लेकिन इस जन्म में 1 लाख करोड़ या 1 करोड़ रुपया भी इकट्ठा किया तो अगले जन्म में 0 से. तो which is a better thing? How many of you are intelligent maths wise? If you accumulate 10% bhakti and 1 crore rupees, which is better? Bhakti is eternal. It will come with you next life, you know. So, whatever you do in this life, it will come with you next life. If you do bhakti in this life, you will get better birth in the next life. You might get birth in Ambani family. How many of you like birth in Ambani family? Dhirubhai Ambani, Mukesh Ambani? Yes or no? That is all decided by your karmas. How much good karmas, how much good bhakti. Those who do bhakti, they get opportunity in the higher families. Which means, higher means wealth wise, intellectual wise, because they get opportunity to continue their bhakti process further. And that is why they were given opportunities. Some people are born in a very aristocratic families. Some people are born in Brahmana families. Some people are born in very austere families, devotee families. Why? Because they have done such bhakti in their previous life, so they had the given opportunity to continue their bhakti in this life. Right? So, yat karoshi, whatever we do, whatever we offer, we can remember do it by offering to Krishna. Further, Lord Krishna says, Maya eva manastava mayi buddhim niveshaya niveshyasi maya eva atardhvam na samshaya. So Lord Krishna is saying that bhakti is not very difficult. First he says you offer leaf, water, flower. You can also, whatever you do, you remember Krishna. Here he says that fix your mind on Krishna. Huh? How do you fix your mind on Krishna? By remembering Krishna's name. What is Krishna's mantra? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So you can engage your mind in mantra. Man means mind, tra means to deliver, to release. Our mind is bounded by so many anxieties, so many problems. Is that right? Everybody has a problem. Right? Somebody has smaller, somebody has bigger, but problems are there. Our mind is very stressed out. So to release mind from the stress, what do you need? Mantra. So that is Lord Krishna is saying, just fix your mind on me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So every day, if you do not have time to come to the temple, if you do not have money to offer, if you cannot do anything, what you can do? Do you all take shower every day? Everybody take shower? While taking shower, what do you do? How much shower time? 10-15 minutes. Is that right? While doing the shower, what you can do tomorrow? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is bhakti. In Kali Yuga, this is the process recommended. Kali Yuga has lots of problems, but it has one great good quality. And what is the great quality of Kali Yuga? Just by chanting this mantra, you get all the benefits. All the benefits of Sati Yuga by doing austerities for thousands of years, in Treta Yuga by doing yagnas, in Dwapar Yuga by opulent temple worship, In Kali Yuga, you get by just chanting this mantra. Now, somebody may ask, how about other mantras? Gayatri mantra, Mahamrityunjay mantra, and all the different mantras. So, every mantras have their own utilities and their own applications. Like Gayatri mantra, can you do Gayatri mantra without shower? You cannot do it. For Gayatri mantra, you have to get up early in the morning, 4:30 to 6. You have to take a shower. You have to have get diksha initiation from the guru, and then you have to face the east direction, and there is a procedure to Gayatri mantra. Otherwise, it will have side effects. Instead of doing good, it will all the wrong will happen in your life, right? So, but Kali Yuga, people are very lazy. They sometimes take shower at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I've seen people. I'm not saying any of you are doing that, but I've seen people doing it. People eat at 1 o'clock in the night. What is going on? They spend their life like crazy. So those people also can chant this mantra. It is not restricted. Those people who are eating meat can also chant this mantra. Anybody can chant this mantra because this mantra is made for Kali Yuga. Gayatri mantra you cannot do if you are drinking or eating meat. But this mantra is from Kali Santara Upanishad. This mantra has so much power that it can release you from all the bad habits. All the bad habits will disappear one day if you sincerely chant this mantra every day. Is it difficult? How many words in this mantra? Who can tell me? How many words? Not letters, words. How many? जोर से बोलिए. 16 words, yeah. And there are 3 words repeated for 16 number of times. Which are the 3 words? Hare, Krishna, and how many times Krishna is repeated? How many times Rama is repeated? And how many times Hare is repeated? Everybody is giving different answer now. Count कर लीजिए. So Hare, Krishna, and Rama. 8 times Hare, 8 times Krishna, and 8 times Rama. Am I correct or wrong? Am I wrong? Because there is no difference between Krishna and Rama. It's the same actually. So that is why Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So this is the greatest mantra. Krishna and Rama Nam is the most sublime name on the planet. Actually, you can chant Rama, 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 Rama. How long? Unlimited. But if I tell you chant Pepsi Cola, Pepsi Cola, Pepsi Cola, how long you can chant? Not more than 5 times. Because Ram Nam is not an ordinary name, it is a Pavitra name. Ram Nama was so powerful that stones start floating. When they wrote Rama, all the stones, if you go to South India, you can see the stones floating still. So that is the power of Ram Nam. So Lord's name is more powerful than Lord Himself. Now Bhagwan se bada hai Bhagwan ka naam. So Krishna says that Nam Nam Akari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shakti. Krishna has put all his energy in his name. So if you chant this mantra every day, you'll see the magic happening. Falena parichayate. What does that mean? You can evaluate result of any process by its result, outcome, right? So all of you can chant 108 times every day for 1 week and see if you like it, continue. If not, then drop it, right? But you have to give yourself a chance, right? So how do you chant every day? कैसे chant करते हैं? How many of you chant every day? भगवान के नाम का स्मरण. So how do you chant? Every day there has to be a हिसाब, calculation. पैसे का हिसाब रखते हैं ना वैसे. You count your money in the bank. How much is left? Yes or no? Millionaires don't count. Any millionaire here? So similarly, you have to count the mantras. This is the counting bead, Japamala. We all must have a Japamala. This is called as weapon. When you go in the war, you need a weapon. If you go empty-handed, barehanded, then you will not win the war. So everybody must have a Japamala. How many of you have Japamala at home? In Thunder Bay, not in India. हाँ लोग कहेंगे है इंडिया में है Thunder Bay में है very good. Very good. So those who do not have, recommend everybody should have one Japamala. It's not very expensive, but it's a good investment. Why it's a good investment? Why it's a good investment? हाँ माता जी कुछ बोल रहे हैं बताइए what is your name?
1000 times.
Yes, yes, she is very smart, you see. Very good, very good. Those who are smart, you invest less, get more, right? थोड़ा निवेश करो लेकिन ज़्यादा मुनाफा पाओ. Invest less, make more. Krishna, you give $1 out of love, Krishna will multiply and give $1,000,000 back to you. How many want $1,000,000? Nobody wants?
I want inside everyone want it.
How many wants $1,000,000? Nobody wants? So you invest first, then you get it, huh? So you invest $1 means अगर आप भगवान के नाम में जपमाला में थोड़ा invest करेंगे, I'm not saying give it to me, but you invest in Japamala. Huh? Every day you chant one round. So how do you chant? You take middle finger, thumb, ring finger like this, and then each bead you chant one time. Can we do it like say 3 times? We all together? Let's do it together. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So how many beads in this Japamala total? कौन बताएगा? 108, 108, 109 और कोई? Which is the right answer? 8 or 9? 9, 8, 9, 8. Correct answer is 109. This is a head bead which is called Krishna bead. But you don't count, you don't chant on it. Around it is 108. And this one is head bead which is 109. But you don't chant on Krishna bead, you chant on remaining 108. What are these 108 means? What is the meaning of these 108 beads? 108. What is the meaning of each bead? ये भगवान के विशेष भक्त है. These are devotees of Lord Krishna. So when you are touching the bead, which means you are touching the feet of the devotee of Lord and you are saying the Lord's name. भगवान के भक्त का आशीर्वाद लेके you are chanting the name, right? So to do one round it takes around 8 at the maximum 10 minutes. तो 10 minutes सबके पास है. You can spend 10 minutes for Krishna. Yes or no? How many of you can spend 10 minutes for Krishna? Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much. So all of you can start doing one round from tomorrow. Actually, our kids do 1 or 2 rounds every day. Our Risha does one round every day. So she's how old? She's like 6 years old. So we are all elders, right? Can we do one round every day? Yeah. आप एक वीक करके देखिए. अगर नहीं जमता है तो फिर मत करिए और क्या. आई एम नॉट चार्जिंग एनीथिंग टू इट. बट आज जाने के पहले क्या करेंगे आप लोग? A smart investment in buying one Japamala. So before you go, please buy one Japamala if you like. I'm not forcing you again. I'm not selling anything to you. Okay, thank you. Any questions? No? Okay, we'll do Aarti ceremony. We request everybody to come forward for the Aarti ceremony. And then after the Aarti, we'll have Prashadam. So please take Prashadam and go. Okay. So आगे आइएगा please. And then we'll do Aarti ceremony.